Okay, so I am making this video hiding out in the corner of my room, and I'm honestly super nervous. It feels like it's been a really long time since I've made a video like this. I've been getting better and more confident at making videos, hence the lipstick and the kind of half done up self. I feel a little more confident when I look a little better. I don't know. I hope somebody else feels that way. But I mostly just wanted to get on and share a little bit of my story with why I became a Beachbody coach 2 years ago almost. It's been almost 2 years. So let's just kind of flash back 2 years ago. I was coming out of the end stages of nursing my first baby, who's now 3, and I was about 11 months postpartum. He had finally stopped nursing, which I was like, okay, I'm done, yay. And he was overall a really good baby. But I struggled a lot with postpartum depression and trying to figure myself out and just figure out my role in motherhood and why I, am me and how I can still be me. And it was feeling really difficult. Like some days I didn't even want to get out of bed. I had a lot of negative thoughts. I've learned since then that these are actually called intrusive thoughts, and they're the kinds of thoughts that they just kind of flit in and out, and they're not ones that you really would take seriously, but they're the kind of thoughts that scare you as a mom, that make you worry, like, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna do something that I would possibly hurt my kids, or anything like that. Like, deep down you're not that kind of person, but you're having those thoughts and you don't know why. That is basically what postpartum depression has been for me. It's postpartum OCD kind of stuff. But anyway, so I had been seeing a counselor. I'd tried a lot of different things, and over the course of this whole summer, before I found the Beachbody programs and my coach Noelle, over the course of this whole summer, I had struggled to try and maintain healthy habits with going to the gym. I was trying to go swimming. I was teaching swim lessons at the time. I was trying to do a lot of good things for myself, and ultimately it just wasn't quite working for me. Like I felt a little better here and there, but I just wasn't quite feeling like myself, and I felt just really alienated, and I felt just negative, like, about so many things. It was so easy for me to switch from like, here's feeling good and here's feeling crappy. Like, it was just like one thing would happen, like my son would have like a fit over a toy, and I would just like, that was it. The day was done. I couldn't get out of it. And I needed a place and a source of community where I could come to just get out of that and know that I had the resources and the support to do that, and that I was going to be encouraged. And so ultimately, though, when I first joined a challenge group, it was mostly just because I had like 10 pounds of baby weight to lose that just would not come off, which was even more depressing because I was like still not quite fitting the way that I wanted to in clothes, and I just felt not confident in myself, and I wanted that confidence back. I knew I could get it, and I also didn't accept that I needed to stay 10 pounds heavier because I had had a baby. I didn't think that that was okay. Not that I necessarily needed to lose tons of weight, but I didn't see the point of me being unhealthy and living an unhealthy lifestyle, because that wasn't going to help me. That wasn't going to help my son. It certainly wasn't going to help my relationship with my husband. And so I decided to do the 21-day fix, and I did it for me. I did it, honestly, I almost kind of did it like as a bet to like not have good results, because I was hoping maybe I would be able to get my money back, because the challenge pack being $140 at the time was like a ton to me. But let's like flashback. I was already spending $120 a month at the gym. We had a lifetime membership, so it was like crazy. Maybe it wasn't that much, but it was a lot. So getting Shakeology, that was something that I didn't really believe in for a couple months. I liked it. I liked how it tasted, but I didn't see or feel like how it was making a huge difference for me. And the longer that I've drunk it, the more that I felt that. But I started my journey, and I had amazing results, and I felt this uplift, and I started to just feel a little bit more like it was possible to like be myself and be a mom and be a wife and live all of these different roles that I have that are so important to me. And that was like the biggest indication of where I was at, that I wanted to maintain that. And so for me, I joined as a coach because I needed I needed the accountability and I needed the support, and I wanted to be able to support other people in doing the same thing. And being a coach gave me that opportunity to kind of have a little bit of a job, while my son at the time, I have 2 kids now, but while my son at the time was sleeping, because I would just kind of like amble around the house and clean, and not that cleaning is a bad thing. I'm crazy OCD about cleaning, but I would clean and I would just do these kinds of things that ultimately didn't leave me feeling like a better person. They didn't leave me feeling like I was making a difference. And I wanted to make a difference. I know I have the potential as a person to make a big difference in the world around me. And I'm not willing to teach. I have a teaching degree, and I'm not willing to teach outside of the home and put my son in daycare. I don't have to. I don't need to work. I don't actually financially need Beachbody coaching, but I need it for me, because I need this place where I can go to and I can be a supportive person, and I can be looked up to as a mentor, and that I can just have a separate little area of my life that is just mine, and that I can become stronger mentally and understand myself more, and just believe in myself a little bit more. One of the things that I've been told a lot by a lot of people is that I have a strong belief in others. I have this capacity to believe in someone else and to share that with them, and to help them understand that, like, I believe in them, and if I can believe in them, they can believe in themselves as well. The downside to this thing is that I have a really hard time believing in myself, and I needed that community of people who are telling me and cheering me on all the time. You're doing a good job. You're doing amazing things. You're a great mom, whatever it is. And I've been able to touch so many people's lives in the last 2 years that it is astounding to me. And I'm not perfect. I'm still learning, and that's part of life. We're all learning and growing. But this business for me has changed the way that I view myself, and that it's changed the relationship that I have with me. I feel like that's kind of all I really want to talk about. But again, we're going to try and answer more of the questions, me and my team, like in this sneak peek. And I hope that that my story was helpful for someone, and that you guys can identify with it on some level. So, great to talk to you. Hope I wasn't too awkward, and I'll talk to you soon.